look at the 250,000 Jewish refugees, that number, in the end of the day, where did they go of the 250,000? Which countries in the end of the day took them in?
155,000 go to Israel. 50,000 end up in the United States under the Displaced Persons Act of 1948 and the amended law, which removes the restrictions. A significant number end up in Canada because there's a strong Canadian Jewish community there. A smaller number end up in Australia. Almost none end up in, well, they didn't want to go there, in any of the European countries. Some end up in Argentina, some end up in Brazil, some end up in South Africa. But by far, the greatest number, 2/3 to 3/4 end up in Israel. Now, many of them, of the displaced persons in Germany, they go to Israel because they're Zionists and because they want to be in a Jewish homeland. But there are a number who go to Israel reluctantly because they've been through 5 years of horror during the war, another 3 years behind barbed wire. And the thought of going to a nation in 1948, which is at war, and a poor nation, is just much too frightening. I mean, I read, the correspondence, and a mother says to her husband, there's not enough milk for the babies in Israel. How can we go there? Let's try to go to the United States.